Yo, 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 mic check 1 2 1 2. What is up, everybody? Mwah, my Duke. I'm gonna miss him so much. I don't wanna leave him. I don't wanna leave you, Rocco. I don't wanna leave you. Hey, Ashley. You changed your name on there. Hey, Payola. Jonathan, Mahek, Ada, Christine, Quell. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Catherine. You guys, you know what I fucking fucked up? Okay, so I'm waiting for Saturn Hour. I just got done doing a bunch of blockbusters. And so Saturn, and I did some dark work earlier. You could tell, right? Matter of fact, I did a reading the other day, and the girl, she was so sweet. She's like, girl, I could tell when you do dark work, your skin looks different, your hair looks different, everything looks different. It really does, like, affect me. And it even, like, affects what comes to me. But this is what I fucked up. So, and I'm going to deal with it. But, okay, so I booked my readings. You know, I booked 2 months in advance. And I'm glad Catherine's in here. But I'm straight. So I booked 2 months in advance, right? And I didn't expect the death in the family. It was really unexpected, actually. And I didn't really expect to be able to go to the memorial, but I decided I was going to go because, first of all, it's a good opportunity for me to connect with my ancestors. I mean, first and foremost, to pay my respects to my uncle. Second, to connect with my ancestors. Third, to spend time with my family. I lost a lot of family over there before I even had a chance to see them. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go. And I figured it would be good to bring some work over there and do work for myself. And because I let my shit fall by the wayside sometimes. Except for my protection work, I always am on top of that. But, like, you know, do work for myself, my family, and my babies too. And you guys have to excuse me if I post shit and I'm, like, irritated. Sometimes I have to, like, make a point because if I, sometimes, like, my babies know I'm not gonna ever leave them hanging, but sometimes I gotta let them know, like, draw boundaries and let them know, like, yo, stop. Because especially new moon time, and now with Cancer season and the eclipse, the energies for the eclipse, even though it hasn't happened yet, it's in flux. So it's like bringing out the fucking crazies. Like, I had a girl literally pretend, like, she literally hit up every single person that even liked my page, okay? Whether they worked with me or not. She hit up clients from, like, I think the oldest one was like 6 months ago that I know of. Anyway, they all had good things to say about me, but she literally pretended that she was my client. That I accepted her as a client. And she told some people last week. She told some people at the beginning of June. Her story was different for everybody, and, like, made up whole conversations that I had with her. Like, oh, she's mad at me that I stalked my boyfriend, and all this type of stuff. She knew about the homework that I give my clients, and I'm assuming, and this is why I tell my clients, don't talk about your work to people if you're still, especially if you're still in progress. If you manifested already, then okay, fine. But if you're still in progress, don't talk about that shit. You just never know. And especially, and I feel kind of bad for the girl. She's obviously not, she's obviously in a lot of pain and unstable at this point. So I'm not trying to, like, be mean or make fun of her, because, I mean, but it's weird. Like, so, I actually, when I first was getting the messages, I was telling her, I was like, listen, you need to stop messaging my clients and stop lying to them. Okay, she told me she worked with other practitioners. And then, like, she's like, yeah, some of them said that they're not manifesting. And right off the bat, I knew she was lying. I'm like, who? Who? Name one. Like, I was getting pissed, and I feel bad because I shouldn't have, like, got upset with her because obviously something's not right, and I should have just, like, slowed my roll. But I've been doing dark work for 2 weeks straight, y'all. Don't fuck with me around this time. Like, my vibes are low, my energy is low, and my frequency is low. And I'm just going to be a fucking cunt. And that's because I'm doing all the dark work, all y'all's dark work. So you can't really get mad at me for that. But anyway, so she goes, I said, who? She named the name. Renew. It's not her real name, but you guys see her in my live. I said, Renew's my baby. First of all, she did manifest. And no, you're fucking lying. So I messaged Renew, and I screenshotted it, and I sent it to her, and I'm like, you told this girl I didn't manifest? I knew the answer was going to be no, but I just wanted her to respond so I could show this girl, you're lying to me. And Renew was like, no, I love you. You know, so many good things have happened in my life since you started working with me. And I'm like, girl, I know. I love you. I'm sorry if I, worried you for a second. I was like, but I just wanted you to respond so I could screenshot it and show you. Hey, Jean. So, or screenshot it and show her. So I sent it to her, and I'm like, you're lying. I said, why, another lie? And she goes, no, I said she did manifest. I said, more lies? I said, you need to stop. I was like, you really need to stop. And she was like, she's like, do you think I want to lie? She's like, do you think I want to feel this way? And I felt bad for her. I really, truly did. But I had to block her. I had to. Like, I just can't. She was, like, literally blowing up. Because I don't even keep Messenger on my phone usually. I usually disable it, which it is now. But I had it on because I needed to use it to read somebody. And I was on the reading, and she just kept hitting me with messages. There's nothing more frustrating when I'm trying to read and, like, my phone keeps going off, and it's, like, ridiculous. But anyway, so that happened. Oh, and I was talking about what I fucked up. Hey, Tanya. So this happened earlier, Cheyenne, earlier today. So actually, she started, okay, so I found out about it yesterday, and I was like messaging with her back and forth, like, why are you lying to my clients, and she's like, I'm sorry, I just really want to work with you. And at that point, I didn't like realize she was as, off as she was. And I had declined her before, but I didn't, realize who she was at that point. And so I just stopped messaging her back, and I had to do a reading. So then one of my other clients, who's a male, was like, do you have a client named Janice? And I'm like, no. I was like, not the name that, no. I was like, he's like, are you sure? Even Joseph asked me, he's like, are you sure this is not your client? I said, he's like, you're sure this has never been your client? I said, Joseph, you know me, you know my memory. I know each and every one of my clients by name, by face, and even birthday, some of them. Like, come on. You know that I would never forget, not one. I've never forgotten one client from even 3 years ago. I remember each single one on my mom. So he's like, she's like, basically, so he's basically telling people that, you're working with her, and she knows about the homework, like she knows specifics, like about what kind of homework. And I'm like, one of my clients must have told you that. But anyway, so that happened. Now, this is off subject. You guys know my brain goes a million miles a minute. Welcome to my world. I didn't realize that, I realized it, but I didn't, like, put it together until the other day. It just, like, hit me that Palestine's 7 hours ahead. And my readings are scheduled Joseph scheduled 12 to 7. So that would be 7 p.m. to, like, 2 or 3 a.m. Usually I'll be, like, an hour behind. So I'll be I'll be reading over there from like 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. unless I can get some of my clients to let me read them earlier in the day. So I'm gonna message them. If not, I mean, I'm gonna do what I have to do. Like, I'm not, it's not their fault, but that fucking sucks. So then, am I taking Joe? No. Can't. But, he can't come. He has a daughter and stuff. I would love for him to come, but he can't. So, okay, so yeah, so that's like, it's like all this low vibrational shit. I mean, that was already like emotion, but I'm like, oh shit, it just like hit me. I'm like sitting here thinking I'll just be reading on my normal schedule over there. Like, duh, it's fucking 7 hours ahead. But luckily, I mean, if I would have started my readings earlier, if they were started earlier, but the only reason Joseph does that is because I'm up so late doing work. If I, let's say, started them at 10, which I just recently, my newer, like, schedule is started earlier, then I would only be doing it from, like, 5 to, like, midnight, which is still kind of fucking late. Either way, it's going to be, like, either you guys are going to be up late as fuck waiting, talking to me, or I am. So I'd rather take the hit because I'm used to it anyway. But yeah, so that happened with that girl. Then I already told you about the other situation with that weirdo fucking stalker, the one that emailed me. Okay, so that's like 2 things around. Like, I need a cleanse. Like, I need to get done with this dark work. That's why I wanted to do the blockbusters last. Because after I got all my dark work out of the way, I'm not going to do blockbusters before the dark work. Like, get all that dark shit out, and then I'm going to do the blockbusters, cleanse myself, do a blockbuster for myself, and then, and then jet lag on top of it, yeah. So, okay, so... okay. Bye, Emily. So, another thing. Okay, so people are fucking assholes. Let me tell you about what else. You guys are probably like, this bitch. But I just want to tell you how energy, like, attracts like. So you're doing dark work. And I find that this new moon, is a little more intense than the others. Even though the others I'm doing a lot of dark work too. But I have a little more dark work than usual for this one. And on top of that, you got Cancer season, which we all know. No offense, love my Cancers, but they could be some of them could be very toxic. Not all, but some. That energy, they're very like emotional and, just so that. Then you got the new moon, and you got the eclipse at the same time. So it's like all this energy is just like stirring up a fucking pot. So I post, I know, Patrice. Not all. I'm a Cancer rising. But it is what it is. So anyway, no, I'm a Cancer moon. I'm sorry. So, and yeah. So, okay, so I posted that long ass post I posted earlier, and I posted the same one on Facebook. Well, some fucking stupid bitch that I don't even know, she wrote something along the lines of, she requested a reading from me like in January. I had a banner for my page because I was about to go off on her. She requested a reading like in January, and I was booked out till like the end of February, so she never paid me for it, and I never asked her about it. I'm not thirsty. Attention, I'm not thirsty for nobody's money or business. Like, I'm straight. Like, I'm not whatever. So anyway, so I post that long ass spiel. She says something along the lines of, hold on, let me read it to you guys. My camera might pause for a sec. Oh no, I don't think I could do that. It'll pause the whole thing. Well, anyway, she posted something along the lines of, if you can't handle all the responsibility. This is what she says after that long ass post. if you can't handle all the responsibility, then maybe you should look into another profession. Something that, oh no, she goes, no, wait. She goes, she goes, we have a right to question you. We, as if this bitch paid me any money. She, like, what do you mean we? What do you mean we? She goes, we have a right to question you if we gave you our damn money. And if you can't handle all the responsibility, she goes, maybe you should look into another profession. A 9 to 5 or perhaps a 9 to 5 or something that doesn't require our money. After all, we are the ones that help pay your bills, not vice versa. I can't believe how we're treated when she goes, I can't believe how we're treated, and we're the ones helping you pay your bills. First of all, bitch, okay, I earned my money and then some. And there are even some clients. First of all, ain't no we involved, ho. You never paid me a damn thing. You didn't even pay for a reading. You are not my client at all. So touch your fucking nose, okay, for one. For two, what you mean if I can't handle all the responsibility? You must not watch my reviews, my testimonials, or talk to any of my fucking clients, and you damn sure don't work with me, because if you did, you would know that I go well above and beyond my expected responsibilities. I go way above and beyond anybody's fucking expectations, okay? You're delusional. Exactly. That's so funny, Jimin Wanted. I said that same shit. Like, you're delusional, because I hit her up in the DMs. And I'm like, I went off, yo. I went the fuck off. I lost my fucking mental. Like, I know, first of all, this bitch caught me during this energy, okay? Like, had she caught me during waxing, I maybe wouldn't have gone off. I probably would have, but y'all know me. But I could not believe the audacity, for one, for somebody I've never worked with. And I know this for a fact. Like, I even, like, searched her name or whatever, even though I would know. It was like an alias. But she did hit me up in my Facebook, because, in Facebook, you could search somebody's name in the business page, and anytime they've ever contacted you, it'll come up. And she had requested an appointment, and I declined it. And, Joseph told her the next available is in February, and she never responded, and I never fucking gave a fuck. Other readers would have been like, oh, you want it? No, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I mean, I care about my clients, but I don't need nobody's money. Like, I don't, okay? My family went from having nothing to having lots of wealth, so I don't fucking need nobody's money, okay? Anyway, I went the fuck off, yo. I was like, who do you think you are? I was like, you didn't give me any type of money. So I don't know why you're posting comments as if you paid me anything, trying to make it seem like you worked with me, or, oh, we have the right to question you. First of all, nobody was posting anything about questioning me. Second of all, you must not know how to read, because it didn't even make sense to what I was posting. Did you even read what the hell I put, like, before you jumped? Like, I think she was just used to, like, the normal post. She had liked my page since January. I think she was just used to, like, the normal, because y'all know, every, like, few weeks, me or Joseph, or when it was a leaf, we were posting, like, yo, y'all chill. Because in this business, people tend to be very needy. I'm just going to keep it real. People tend to be very emotional, very needy, and if you don't set boundaries, they will fucking harass you, And so, like, I shouldn't let shit like that bother me, but I do, because, like, how dare, like, if I can't handle all the responsibilities, are you bugging, bitch? I don't even fucking sleep, hardly. I don't even rest. Are you fucking kidding me? I can be like everybody else, and I'm not hating on them, because they have every right to be like that. This shit's expensive, and it's time consuming, and it's draining. I could easily be like, okay, I quoted you this, this, and this. Okay, I'm gonna do this spell, and this spell. 3 things, 3 fucking spells. That's it. I don't have to keep, like, and a lot of witches work that shit one day. Like, not even a whole day, like, maybe an hour, 2. Okay, and like, I'm putting all this extra, and this bitch has the audacity. And I've even, like, had clients lots of times fucking manifest, don't even say anything about it. Then when they do whatever, because it's not our jobs as spiritualists. Yeah, how dare she, Amber? But that's okay. She feels safe. People like that are anonymous, that don't have their photo, and may or may not have their real name showing. They're very brave, but I don't have to lift a finger. She's going to find out what happens to people that do shit like that. She will find out. My ancestors are very protective. My spirits, my Santa, my Pamba, all my spirits, I work with a lot of them. A lot, a lot, a lot. Matter of fact, I had my cup read once, and the lady was, like, baffled. She's like, I've never seen somebody with this many spirits around them. And my spirits don't fucking play. Like, I take very good care of them. They see what I go through on the daily, and they will never allow some shit like that to slide. So I'm not going to, like, waste my energy and do anything. I mean, she doesn't deserve all that. But my spirits are going to give her a few bad days, I can assure you. I can assure you. People that fucking talk shit to me or about me, they never fucking end well. They always have some shit happen to them. That's facts. So regardless, like, I was so, like, disgusted. Like, this bitch, like, this is how some people think, though. I know none of my clients think like that. They might get a little needy, and they might cross boundaries, and they might go overboard, but I know all of them have good hearts, and they don't think like that. Like, oh, well, I paid you, so you have to be, now sometimes I'll talk shit and, like, be like, like, nobody owns me. Because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I feel, thank you, Angie, sometimes I feel like, people think they own me sometimes, or own Joseph, or, like, because sometimes, like, when they'll email and, like, they don't get a response right away, and then they'll email me again, and it could be a holiday, it could be a weekend, it could be late as fuck at night, our time, and it's like, if they don't get a response, like, within an hour or even a day, like, give me 3 business days, give me 72 hours to fucking get a response. Like, the fuck? I'm working. I can't be on the phone, on the email, and then working, doing all these, especially if I just did 1 spell each, I wouldn't even need an assistant, honestly. I wouldn't. I'd be able to pocket that money, and if I was just doing 1 spell for each client, for each thing, I wouldn't need an assistant. I would just have all this free time and be able to answer fucking emails and talk on the phone. Like, all day long. Like, for clients dating back 6 months, like, you know how many people that is, and you know how many of them, like, want to talk to me. So yeah, so, like, and I've had where people manifested, right? This is what I was saying before. Their dude or their female came back. These people are in my inbox on the daily, or at least multiple times a week, which, I mean, is unnecessary. Especially, I ask for updates every 2 to 3 weeks. Or as things happen, as in contact, or something important, not every time you're emotional. I don't, me and Joseph, like, we love you guys, but, like, sometimes, we just don't have the time to always be a sounding board, and, like, always be there to be like, okay, it's going to be okay, be patient. It's going to be okay, be patient. It's going to be okay, be patient. It's like a broken fucking record. So we're trying to get people to wean off the titty. Like, no offense, wean off the titty, man. Let me get, and the reason why we do that is because we want you to be assured, so that you don't fuck up the vibration of your work. You can't attract anything positive if you're constantly doubting and constantly worried and constantly thinking it's not gonna happen. It won't happen in that case. Tay said, not those titties. Yeah, get my titty out of your mouth. Shit. Like, You know, so that's why we try to like be there as much as possible, but sometimes it gets like to be overwhelming. And this is what I was saying. So I've had people who are like that, who are in my inbox very extremely regularly, right? Then all of a sudden they disappear. And even I'll say to Joseph, we haven't heard from so and so in a while. Or he'll say it. He'll be like, we haven't heard so and so in a while. Okay, we already 9 times out of 10, not always. Okay, I want to say 8 times out of 10, they are back with their partner or fucking them or whatever, hanging out with them when they're not supposed to, or whatever the case might be, right? Or they met someone else and they really just don't give a fuck. Either way, I would like to know, but that's okay. Some, I don't know, some just, there are very few percentage that get to the point where they just don't want the person anymore, and you know, they want to just, and they feel better, and that's what sometimes the work does. It just helps you to like see things for what they are, and it helps you to focus on yourself, and so they won't, you know, bother because they're just at the point where they don't want it. And if you don't want it, the universe isn't going to bring it to you, you know. Actually, sometimes it does. Sometimes like you'll be with somebody else and then the original target will come back because then they see you moved on. Magic takes the route of least resistance. But anyway, so they'll disappear, right? For whatever reason. But the part that gets me the most is when they disappear because they manifested and they feel like they have no need for us anymore. But then when something takes place, like a month later, or even a week later, okay, and then all of a sudden, or 2 weeks later, then all of a sudden, guess who's in my inbox again, fucking multiple times a day. Like, technically, my job is done when they come back and you take it upon yourself to go off into the sunset with them, whether it be a day, a week, a month, a fucking year. Reconciliation is just that. It's a reconciliation. If you choose not to advise me so that I can at least just send you a once over, like, hey, don't do this, don't talk about this, then that's on you. But what do? I take the people back and I try to help them. And some, I'm still working on to this day, and I can't seem to get that momentum again. And it's like, damn, the first time it happened quick as fuck, and then now I don't know what the fuck happened when you like were off with that person for however long. I don't know what you said or did, but now I can't seem to get him back again. Like, what the fuck did you do or say to this person? And sometimes it's not even their fault. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Maybe they had sex and I don't fucking know. I don't know, bro. It was whack or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I wasn't there. I can't tell you. But like now, and it sucks. And my problem is like, I can't just say, okay, accept the failure. It's not a failure, actually. It's not a fucking failure because I did it. You just fucked it up, or whatever the fuck happened. I don't know. But I got them back. That was my job. Like, some people think that it's a spiritual worker's job if, like, you pay us for a reconciliation. It's our job to not only get the target back, but to keep the relationship going. The fuck? So wait a minute. So, like, I'm supposed to be on standby for the rest of your fucking life or the duration of your relationship and ensure that this person stays with you. So I'm supposed to just jump back into your work every time you break up? Is that what the fuck am I supposed to do? Thanks, Jason. Shereen, you're one of a kind, not only because of your abilities, but you actually care about your clients. Mwah. I do. I love you guys. Like, I get pissed off at you, and sometimes I want to put the fear of God into you. Like, and I will. Like, you could ask any of the ones that are a little bit of a handful. I'll put the fear of God into you guys. Not in like a threatening harm or anything way, but in a threatening, I'm going to fucking drop your case way. But I never do it. Even Joseph was like, are you actually going to stick to it this time? And I'm like, yeah. The only one who really gets to see what I go through besides my spirits is Joseph. And he has so much more. And Joseph was my client. And he has so much more appreciation. He always appreciated me even as a client, even because he saw my abilities. But he was a little pain in the ass, Joseph. I love you. At first, he was a little pain in the ass. He did some things he wasn't supposed to do and shit like that. But now that he sees what I go through and like how I am, because I'll vent to him everything. Like, I will vent to him. I'll be like, fuck this, I'm done. Like, he has to talk me off the ledge like all the time. Like, I'm like, fuck this, why am I doing this? I could take my little savings and open up a Botanica and only take clients that walk in the door and sell my little supplies. I don't need a website, don't need any of that, don't need a fucking email. Just have my I would make a killing. No matter what I do, I don't know how to do anything half-assed. That's just not me. I'm a Sagittarius, I'm an Arab. Why do you think they made that song Arab Money? We getting Arab money. Because Arabs know how to get money, okay? Regardless. Anything I do, I kill it. I kill it. I kill fucking readings. Some people say they kill readings when they just regurgitate whatever the fuck you already told them. But I kill readings. My clients sit on that fucking phone, don't say a fucking word, and I'll tell them their whole fucking story. I've read celebrities, I've read reality stars, I've read fucking Instagram models with millions of followers. I've read some fucking people, and I've read them well. So I kill that shit. So it's like I can easily, I have enough saved up, I can open up a Botanica. Because I've lived humbly the last few years, and I just saved. I lost everything I own, so I know what it's like to have everything and lose it. So I know God could take it, your spirits, the universe could take it from you in just a second, okay? So I saved every dime. That's why I lived in the hood. That's why I live in an apartment now, because it's nicer than the hood. I mean, I live in a nice, decent area, but it's not the most expensive. I got a really good deal, and just so I could stack fucking money, and I did, and I could easily open up a Botanica. My credit's all cleaned up, and just fucking sell my little fucking candles and oils and whatever the fuck. People, there is no Botanica where I live. There's none. The closest one is like 30 minutes away. I would make a fucking killing. New York is like a hop, skip, and a jump. Like, that bitch with that little comment, like, I swear, I said to her, I'm like, bitch, you think I need? I could shut down Arabian Conjure tomorrow, bitch. Tomorrow. And I'll go take my little savings and that the spirits bless me with and go open a Botanica. I will always be straight, ho. Nobody needs your money, bitch. What your money? You don't help me pay shit. I earn my fucking money. I earn the fuck out of my money. I earn every fucking dollar and then some. And there's even cases where I haven't made shit. After everything was said and done, after fucking all the shit that I put into it and the time and the materials and the offerings, I didn't make a fucking dime. If anything, I lost money on that shit. You fucking kidding me? We are the ones that help you pay your bills. No, bitch, you pay me for a fucking service. You didn't pay me for anything, but they pay me for a service, and I fucking provide it. What do you mean? And then some. And then some, bitch. I earn my money. You don't fucking pay shit. Nobody pays my bills. I fucking hate that. Oh, we pay your bills when this bitch ain't never spent $1 with me. For one. No, nobody pays my bills. They buy a service, and yes, I'm grateful for, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful. Of course, I'm grateful that I have such a large following and I have clientele and I have a following that like to spend money on my services. Don't get me wrong, but nobody pays my fucking bills. They buy a service that I provide. That's like going to a fucking store and buying shit and being like, yeah, well, I'm paying your bills. Bitch, what? No, you're buying this shirt and I'm selling it to you. It's an exchange. The fuck you mean? I'm not just taking your money and you're paying my bills. Fucking cunt. Damn, I'm gonna get fucking demonetized. I always have such a, I pay you for a service, so I'm entitled to all of your time, is the capitalist nightmare mindset. Yeah, girl. And that's the thing, she didn't even pay me for a service. For her to even say that. Like, I was like, baffled. Like, I was beside myself. I'm like, this bitch really talking about a profession that doesn't need our money. I don't need your money, bitch. And I never ever took a dime from you. So who the fuck, what you mean our? You mean their money? Their? Stupid ass bitch. But I found out a lot about her. Remember, I won't put it out there, but let her fucking try me. Let her try me. I'm not going to put my spiritual hands on her because you're not worth my time. But my spirits are going to put hands on you. I can guarantee that. Disrespecting everything that I go through. Having to pay someone to clean my house. Because you know how messy spell work is, y'all? Have you ever done spells for yourself? And I know this is like a whole rant, but I don't give a fuck. Yeah, our and we. She has shit confused for real. Okay, do you know how messy for one person, if you do spells for just you, tell me it's not a little messy, right? Just for one person. Could you imagine, like, even, now mind you, Sihid is a little less messy than hoodoo, but it's still messy. It gets kind of messy, okay? Especially where, I'm not even going to talk about it. But, like, hoodoo is very messy because you got all the candles and the oils and the fucking herbs and all that shit. And it gets everywhere, okay? The house will be clean 1 minute and then I'm working and then it's like a fucking tornado hit. It's got candles and oil and, you know, you spill oil on your fucking furniture, on your clothes, fucking everything. I have to pay a service to come and clean for me. All my space is taken up by, I have a whole room dedicated to dark work. I have a whole room dedicated to my altars. I have the kitchen has like all my love work supplies and stuff. I have another room that has all supplies. Like, my shit is taken over. Like, I should get a shop, but that's just another expense and I'm trying to like save. I'm already paying for an assistant. I'm already, you know, all the supplies and shit. I'm trying to save so I can take care of my father so he doesn't have to work ever in his life. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, babe. You did not have to do that. I appreciate it, though. And I don't even, like, you know, that's my goal. My dad is never going to have to work when he's an old man. He's never going to have to be in a nursing home, God forbid. Never. Not God forbid. Unless I die, my sister and brother let that happen. But he's not going to work. He's not going to need for anything. And he doesn't need for anything now. But my thing is, that's my goal. I want to buy my dad a house. I want to buy him a nicer car. I'm already in progress of buying my dad a nicer car. Okay, so like, you know, I just recently bought myself a decent car. I was driving a 99 fucking Jeep for the longest. I literally, in March, which I didn't talk about it because I move in silence, but I'll talk about it now. It's been a little while. I bought a Jeep, a 2016 Jeep, and I got a really good deal on it. And now I want to buy my dad a car. I wanted to buy him a car then and like put in my name, but he wouldn't let me. He's like, buy you one first. I wanted to buy him one first and then me, but he wouldn't let me do that because his car is not bad. Mine was terrible. It didn't have AC or anything. It was fucking bad. But anyway, what was my whole point? Thank you, Jess. You guys don't have to do that, really. You don't. I'm not trying to, I hope I'm not, like, making you feel like that. I'm not trying to make anybody, like, give me money. I really, am not. I really appreciate it, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, hey, Shelly, I'm just saying, I love you, Jessica. Love you. Where's the other one? Natalie. Thank you, babes. But, yeah, so that shit really boiled my blood. Like, who the fuck are you, cunt? Pay my bills. I don't need nobody. I'll always be alright. Even when I was on the lowest of the low, I still managed to do what I needed to do to get money. Like, and never had to sell my ass or anything like that. I sold shit that I probably shouldn't have sold when I was younger to get money. You know, I'm not gonna lie about that. I've told you guys. But yeah, I do what the fuck I have to do to survive. And I do, you know, now thank God, you know, I was in a bad time when I was young, but now I'm always been an honest person. Even in those days, I never stole from anybody. I never robbed anybody. I never did anything like that. I'm an honest fucking person, and that's what pisses me the fuck off. Anyway, hey, Haitian. No, Joe, I don't know. He's not getting the notifications. Love you guys. Oh, so I wanted to tell you. So enough about my rant. You guys probably get so sick of. Do you guys get sick of hearing me rant? Be honest. Erica said, it might be this energy, but I'm pissed with you. I love you guys. I swear, like, some of my clients I'm really connected to, and, like, when they're feeling something, I'll feel it. Or they'll just pop in my head, and I'll call them, and they'll be like, I was just emailing you. I'm like, I just had a feeling. I try to call everybody at least once throughout the process and talk to them. Or at least a couple times. I try to call everybody. It just has to be on my time because I don't have a lot of it. But do you guys get sick of hearing me rant? Be honest. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. But I tell everything to you guys, you know, because I love you. Thank you, green light, red light. Aw, love you, babe. You guys, really. I feel bad because I'm not doing anything for you guys. I'm just talking. Normally, I'd be doing readings if you're going to send me something. I don't like taking money for nothing. But, what was I saying? My long-term memory is amazing, but my short-term memory, thank you, Sam Rudy. Mwah, love you, girl. My short-term memory needs work. Oh my God, Nora. Nora, now we love you, girl. We'll always thank you for your patience and time. Aw, love you. You guys. You guys are going to make me emotional, and I'm already emotional, so I don't want to cry. You guys don't have to do that, really. I don't want you to ever feel like I'm ever like, thank you, though. You guys are, I have the best following. Yo, so one of my homegirls, I'm not going to say who, she's a pretty big YouTuber, and her sister were on a few reality shows. I'm not a, like, name thrower. I'm not going to throw no names. But I told them, they didn't know about live, right? And I told them about it. Or not, they didn't even know you could go on live on YouTube. I don't know how. They have, like, one has, like, 100K, and the other one has like, 70 or 80K. And so they didn't know they can go on live. Well, they finally did, right? And they didn't know about Super Chat either. Like, I had to tell them how to, you know, set it up. I didn't even have, it's so weird that I didn't even have to set it up. I never set up Super Chat. It was automatically on my shit. So I told them to, you know, I didn't have to set it up. So when I went in there live, right, they had like 700 people in that shit. And somebody said, where's the Super Chat thing? Actually, I said it. I said, where's the Super Chat? I want to send you a Super Chat. And she's like, she's like, everybody else was like, oh, we don't know, the option's not there. So she had to get off and go back on and set it up. It's so weird. I feel like my spirit set up my super chat because I never did. Her and the other girl had to set it up manually. Unless that's something that changed. I don't know. But anyway, so there were 700 people in their live. And they got like people, there was like maybe 2 people that sent them super chat. They each made like $30. And it got me thinking, and that's fine, like nobody, but it got me thinking, like, and I even told them, I said, I have the coolest, most generous, loving audience I could ever imagine. Like, I have a little 14,000 subscribers. If I'm lucky, I'll get like 100, 110 people in a live. Nightshade Moon, hey, beautiful. And I've made like $300 in a live, and I didn't even ask for anything. Like, I was just talking, and people were sending me, Patrona Santa, you are one of the baddest people I've met. You've brought so many good things into my life, and especially in this new chapter that you're helping me with. I love you. I love you very much. I love you too, baby. Love you. Thank you so much, you guys. See, like, they literally, one was on live for like 2 hours, and the other one was on live for like an hour and a half. And, real, recognize real. And they made $30. And they were like hinting at it, because I told them about the feature, and they were like, yo, you guys need to be sending me money. And nobody sent them. And it was just crazy, because I was like, damn, I was like, my audience is the shit. Like, I don't, like, never asked them for anything. I never, like, hinted at it. They were blatantly like, well, not, one of them was, I didn't see the other one, but one of them was like, hello, send me some super chats, like, what the fuck? And they did, a couple of them sent. So I was like, damn, I'm so blessed. Like, my audience just is amazing. So I love you guys. And not just because of that, but like, you guys are just very supportive, loving, and I honestly feel like I know all of you. Seriously. Oh, don't worry, Chris. Never. Don't ever feel like that. I love each and every one of you the same. But like, I don't know, I'm just blessed. Like, I feel like I had the right type of people that watch me. And again, it's like attracts like. That's what it is. Like attracts like. Of course, I have a few haters and trolls and fucking weirdos that are just obviously, like, if you don't like me, then you're something wrong with you, because I'm a cool person. I may have a fucked up mouth, and I curse like a sailor, and I may have a badass temper, and I may just curse a troll if they try me hard enough. Usually not. They have to go out of their way to email me to catch these spiritual hands, but and like harass me. But I mean, I'm a good heart person, and I would give my shirt off my back. So, like, I always wonder, like, why are there weirdos out there that just hate people for no reason? For no fucking reason. That's why I get along so well with you, Jessica. Yeah, I'm not gonna like waste my. I'll talk shit, like, and kind of plant. That's called seed magic, y'all. That's called seed magic. When you tell somebody you're gonna hex them, but you really don't, because either they really didn't do anything justifiable for you to do that, but you tell them you're gonna hex them, and you plant that seed, and then they start looking over their shoulder and they manifest their own shit. Little trick for you right there. When it comes to heck, like, it's not going to be obviously like as if you hex them, but like, they will manifest some negativity. It only works with that, really, with saying to somebody, oh, you want to fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then even if they act hard, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you don't believe in magic. Everybody's gonna have that little thing in their head, like, did she really hex me? Can she really hex me? Is she really gonna hex me? And then they're going to be looking over their shoulder, and eventually they're going to manifest that shit themselves. So you didn't have to do shit. Jimin. Thanks, Jimin Wasted. Yeah. But I honestly wouldn't really hex a troll. They'd have to, like, honestly, like I said, it has to be, you go out of your way to harass me. You go out of your way to speak bad about me. Then I'm coming for you. Like, there has to be a justifiable reason. But if you're just talking shit in my live, I'll talk shit back. But you think I'm gonna fucking think about you after I hang up this live? Now, that stupid bitch that commented all that, I'm thinking about her, because how dare you, bitch? How fucking dare you? You pay my bills? You don't pay shit, ho. Do I work with the Orishas? I do. Not all of them. I work with Oshun and Alegua. I wait every day for new videos and testimonies and posts from you because I have watched and read them all. Sometimes while waiting, I rewatch and reread everything in order to feel better. Aw, Chris. I love, like, getting testimonials. And Joseph, like, it seems like I get them when I need them the most. And some people forget about me. A lot of people don't. And I think that's mainly because they're afraid to send it, because they don't want me to, like, cut the cord and stop their work, which eventually I'm going to stop anyway. If I don't hear from you, eventually I'm going to fucking stop. And the thing is, I'm drained a lot because I don't cut the cords fast enough. And because I keep so many people and I keep track of so many people, even if I'm not actively working on them, if I don't, like, physically cut the cord, you know, you guys know what cord cutting is. If I don't physically cut that cord, they're going to feed off my energy even when I'm not working on them. So sometimes I'm so fucking drained. Like, I literally feel it. Like, I was telling Joseph this. Like, it feels like my energy's just being sucked out of my body. Like, I have no energy at all. And think about thousands of people. I don't think I've ever cut the cord. Well, no, that's a lie. I've cut cords, but really, for the most part, eventually I think it fades. I think it fades, like, it cuts on its own after time, like, but I've only manually cut cords after work, like, maybe 20 times in 3 years. So if you think about it, like, and I would say the cord automatically cuts, and probably after, like, a year of not working with the person and not, like, dealing with them or talking to them at all, other than, like, hi and how you been and stuff. But yeah, like, it'll eventually cut itself. But if you don't cut the cord and you're still actively, like, dealing with the person, it's gonna suck your energy. You're connecting. The minute you pay somebody for work, hey Tika, the minute you pay someone for work, that's an exchange of energy. Even the minute that you get a reading or a consult, the practitioner is connecting their energy to you. That's why a lot of readers get really drained when they read. I'm drained, like, all the fucking time. Like, all the time. Sometimes I literally, like, after, like, just nonstop working, like, I'll take 2. That's why I said now I have to take Sunday and Monday off. I have no choice. Like, no choice. Because I have to recharge, or I'm going to die. Like, literally. This shit can... I truly believe that spiritual work can kill a person. Like, if they don't just, like, get their energy up, it can kill a person. I really feel like, the way I feel sometimes, I feel like I'm dying sometimes from the inside out. Hey, Roro. Yeah, I work with St. Barbara. And that's the thing, and I take care of a lot of spirits. Like, I feed them all. I cook for them. That's the thing. Like, my work, when you get work from me, it's not just candle work. Like, I'm cooking for them. I'm buying them flowers. I'm giving them offerings on your behalf. I'm taking care of them, and that's why they work with me. It's not just the work itself, it's everything that comes with it, the connection you have with the spirits. It's sitting there just talking to them and speaking to them and saying, I need this to happen, please. There's been times like I'll literally just be like, okay, here's the names. I need this to happen, please. Like, I don't have the energy anymore. I need you to please get this person off my schedule. Swear, just like that. And then all of a sudden I'll get that email. Swear. Or like sometimes they'll see me overwhelmed and I know like sometimes I'll get really overwhelmed and I feel like my spirits see that and they'll just all of a sudden, like when I start to like be like in a despair, like, you know, just super stressed, all of a sudden I'll get like 10 of them in one day. They'll be like, here you go, just here, you know, maybe we didn't want to do this for this person, but here you go, so they stop harassing you. That doesn't mean harass me, because they don't like that either. They really don't. Do you read 5 days a week? Every other week, yes. Not every week. Only every other week. That's why, like, I would really probably only have about a month and a half waiting list, but I have a 2.5 or 2.5 months. I think I'm booked till August 19th. Yeah. 2 months. So, I do readings every other week because I can't. Oh damn, Gene, you reminded me. It was 11/11. Damn, I missed it. I can't. There's no way I could handle doing 5 days a week of reading and all the work that I do. So I only do. So I call it Hell Week. That's a week where I'm reading all day and working all night. And I'm so drained by the end of the fucking, oh my God. It's hell. But I love it. But I mean, that's draining. You have to really have some spiritual fortitude. You really can't. This is not for everybody. And you'll see the spiritual workers that are not meant to be in this life, they'll just disappear. Or their reputations will get so fucked up that they just can't really stay in the business because they weren't in it for the right reasons, or they had bad intentions, or it just wasn't for them. Not everybody, it's bad intentions, it's just not for them. A lot of just, it's crazy because I have people just think they could just pick up and do this for work. And I tell people, like, I did not plan this. If you're meant for this, the spirits will put you, God and the spirits will put you in that position. I did not plan for this. I did not create this as a business. This was not a plan. It just happened. It really just happened. Vagabond Moon, if you guys know her, it started like this. I started my channel to teach, right? And just to have fun. I actually, believe it or not, I wanted to teach Sihed, which that, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, because first of all, you have to know Arabic, for one. For two, it's very sacred. And I don't know what the fuck, I mean, I don't know what I was thinking, but trust me, my spirits made sure they took that idea right the fuck out of my head really quick. So I got my ass tore up for that one. But anyway, so Vagabond, I had helped a friend of hers, and Roro, matter of fact. Yeah, Roro. And Vagabond would send both me and Shireen readings in the beginning. Yeah, if you guys need a reading too, hit up Roro. Ro, you take your readings? But anyway. So she would send, she didn't like to do work for people. Okay. You guys, if you guys need a reading, you can hit up Rowan. But, so I would get these people. So she asked me one day, she was like, can I send people your way? And I was like, sure, I guess, And so I just took one person, I helped them, they got good results, they went back with raving reviews. Then she sent me another one, and the same thing happened, and then another one. It started with just like one or two, and then all of a sudden she was sending me like a shit ton. She's like, you're the only person I trust. She's like, I won't send them to anybody else. She even made a video, and she's like, if you need a legitimate spellcaster, hit me up. And Vagabond don't put her name out for people like that. Not when it comes to money. Like somebody actually made a channel pretending to be her and like took a bunch of clients. I actually had a client thinking they worked with her, and that she was like, yeah, she's your friend and she took my money. I'm like, that wasn't Vagabond Moon. Vagabond Moon will not take money for work. She's a Christian now, for one, and for two, she never took money for work. She did readings, but she refused client work because she knows the stress involved. So anyway, so people were just going back like raving, and then all of a sudden I just blew up, and it was just one person after the other, and that's how it happened. I never planned on it. So that's how you know if something's meant for you, it'll be yours. But if it's not meant for you, the universe, God, spirits, whatever you believe in, they will, it's not like, and some people try to fake the funk. Some people try to be something that they're not just for the money. And I tell those people, you need to stop that shit, because you will get punished eventually. If you're just out here just trying to make a quick buck, and you know you don't have a gift, you know that you don't have a connection to the spirits, you better stop, because you might make a good chunk of change now, but I'm going to promise you it's not going to be worth it in the long run. Hey الخوال حبيبي, كيفك يا قلبي يا قمر, مشتقت لك كتير حبيبي. التلفون شاتي, I had to turn it off. So أنا بدي أعطيك النمرة تبعتي on this phone, okay? I have to give you my other number. I'll send it to you on Messenger. So you have this number, because I had to, listen, I had to. I love you so much. That's my baby. He's my brother. Him and Rowan. I love them both very much. I haven't been able to talk to them, either of them, as much as I wanted to. Rowan, are you still here? Rowan. There you go. Okay, yeah, I need to give you my number. Okay. Milan Sirius just asked you, she wants to hit you up for a reading. So, you can find him on Facebook, babe. I miss you guys a lot. So, Habibi, I'm going to be in the Bled next, I'm leaving on Tuesday. I know where you are is a flight away, but I don't think it's a long flight. I really want to come see you. He's not my real brother. Not that brother. Not my brother you're thinking of. This is my spiritual brother. You're thinking of my actual brother, but he is like he is my brother, but not my brother you're thinking of. Bisalama. Allah يسلمك حبيبي. ما بحبك كتير كتير. I'm flying on Tuesday too. Maybe we'll see each other in the airport. Kennedy? Are you flying through Kennedy? Put us in touch, Gene. I will. And he loves him some older men, boy. He loves them. Loves them. I really do. I wish you weren't so far away. I think he would love you. He said, Rowan said he called dibs on my brother years ago. I meant there are dogs. It's okay you work with yours if Shireen's client because they share clients. Not readings. Yeah, readings. Yeah, definitely. Not work because I can't, that's too much energy. Work, no. But readings, yes. You could get, of course. And Rowan reads me, so. Okay, Mahak. My phone, baby girl, is off. This phone, I only use with the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna get it I only use it with Wi-Fi, but I turned the other phone off. I'm gonna get it connected though. I just don't want to pay for 2 different lines. But and I never go anywhere. I'm always working, so my Wi-Fi is always on, so I never really need to. Plus, I have a house phone. That's another thing. Regarding Bell's question, can we get readings from other people while you're doing work for us? Yeah. Just let me know. Shireen and I have a lot of the same spirits anyway, yeah. It depends, and honestly depends on who. Like if I refer them to you, yeah, because it's all about the energy and the spiritual connection. Don't go to somebody that is just going to try to be like, oh, oh, your spell's not working, so yeah, pay me to do some work for you, because they'll do that. They will do that. Or they'll put their energy where it don't belong. So you got to be careful with who you get readings. That's why I refer Rowan and I refer other people, but you have to let me know, because there are readers out there that will, especially if they know you're getting work done, they're going to try to tell you shit just so your shit don't work, or just so that you pay them to do the work. So, and then if that happens, I'm out. Just FYI. I don't mix energies with anybody. Whether I like them or not, I don't mix energy with them. But unless I plan it, unless it's me and, one of my spiritual brothers and sisters working on it together, but I don't ever do that. So, but anyway, so that reminds me of a story, and then I got to get off here because Saturn time actually is probably already started. But I had a client once. This person, I have to smoke a cigarette. I quit smoking, but these are for my spirits, and I'm going to smoke one right now because it stresses me out even thinking about it. So I had a client once, right? Every little thing put her in a tailspin. Any little fucking thing. I had a few like this, actually, okay? Most of them were male, but she was female, okay? The male, no offense, the straight males. Let me correct myself. The straight men, believe it or not. And every little thing would put her in a tailspin, would make her doubt, would make her think, oh, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. He's never coming back. I'm never going to see him again. He's never going to call me. He's not coming back. Oh, and then she'd talk to other clients and say the same thing. And I still love her dearly. I loved her dearly, and I still do. But there was just no getting through to her. I could not get her to understand, right? Well, anyway, one day, she gets this random email. And it was a astrologer / psychic, okay? Random fucking email, okay? And she said something about, oh, I have something important to tell you. I see that you've been going through a hard time and blah, blah. It's obvious it's one of those email scams that they just email a bunch of people, and of course, I mean, it's so broad. How many of us are going through something? If you know what I'm saying, and it just hits the right person. Well, that's what it was. So she must have tells her, because I mean, how the fuck would she? There's no way she would have known this. She's not a fucking psychic. I read the thread, but she must have took this part out. She must tell her, oh, I'm getting spell work done. Like, what do you need to tell me? And it's like, oh, your spell's not gonna work because of all this bad energy and just fucking just making shit up, okay? Like completely making shit up. And it got, and if you read the email, most rational people would be like, are you this is a scam. Like, this person's trying to get your money. Like, are you kidding me? So I emailed her, this person, and I was like, listen, bitch, don't fucking message my clients. I said, how dare you say anything? You don't fucking know me. You don't know anything I'm doing. I hide my work. So unless she told you that I'm doing work, you would never know it. Because I hide it pretty well. The only time somebody can maybe pick up on it, like if they're reading, is if the person themselves is getting read and they're thinking about the work. Because I pick up on people like that. Like, I hide my work so that if the target gets a reading, they can't see it. But if my client gets a reading, their reader may pick it up if they're thinking about it. If they're like getting the reading, like, I wonder if she's going to see my reading, then it'll come out because you're picking up the energy. Well, this client got so stressed out over this. Like, and even after I emailed this person and told her to fuck off and don't ever email my client again, she never emailed me back either. Now, if I was a legit person, right, I am one, but I wouldn't go around emailing people for one. But if somebody hit me up, and let's say I'm legit and I'm genuinely wanting to hit some random person up and tell them that their life's going to hell and all this type of stuff, and, and somebody else emailed me and was like, yo, fuck off, bitch, leave my client alone, who the fuck are you talking to? I'd be like, excuse me, I'm just trying to help her, this is really happening, and fuck you. But this person never did respond. Oh, thank you. This person never did respond. So it's another telltale that it was obviously a scam. And you could tell by the writing that they weren't writing properly. You could just tell. So, yeah, well, maybe they were scared. Either way, it wasn't legit. Okay? And you have to be careful for shit like that. Because that person was trying to scare my client into paying her for work. Some random email address they've never seen before. And so you got to be careful who you allow to read you, especially when you're getting work done. And you have to be mentally strong. Really, Habibi? Oh, they fucked up. Someone tried to spell on you? That wasn't a very smart idea. That was not a very smart idea. You already know they're going to get fucked up. Anyway, you guys, Habibi, I got to send you my number on Messenger. I'm going to send it to you now. I'm going to go do my blockbuster work before Saturn Hour finishes. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my live. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Love you guys so much. Mwah. El Hawel. Also, I want to talk to you when I'm in the blood. All right. Love and light. Toodles, bitch.